Pisces, it's Aqua Goddess, and I hope that you guys are doing amazing. Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and tap into your messages to see what Spirit wants me to share with you. Spirit, what do we have for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node? What do we have for Pisces? First card out, you have in your bag, Pisces. Okay, so a lot of you guys are focusing on your financial stability. You want your life to look and feel a certain way. Okay, I feel like you're working towards financial freedom. There's a lot of growth based on the decisions that you're making right now when it comes to your work. Okay, so in your bag is really just focusing on more stability. I'm seeing March 2nd. That does not have to be your birthday, but I do see that age 32 may be significant also. Divine timing. Things are happening in perfect timing. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. When you feel like you are, if you ever feel like you're drowning, Spirit has perfect timing when it comes to balance. Okay. So I feel like you're going to be also getting some money at the perfect time. There may be a large purchase or something that you have to invest in. I do see shadow work here. So I do feel like, honestly, a lot of you guys are self-evaluating. You may feel like it's time for you to work on some things that you've been procrastinating on when it comes to your own personal healing. This energy, I get you removing certain people from your life, and it's giving you more time and space to focus on your stability, focus on your shadow work. I'm seeing books. Someone could be a reader, or I feel like you could be, honestly, you may be self-educating to add more value, okay? Or especially if you are an entrepreneur. And even if you're not, if this is a work situation, I feel like you're wanting the best opportunities. You're wanting to best prepare yourself for your journey. This is like getting on top of your shit. Okay, tell me more. Yeah, you got the big picture here. Picture for Pisces. I feel like the thing about grief and disappointment, it has a way of shifting your energy. Okay, whether your feelings were hurt, whether you were betrayed, whether you realized you could not trust someone. It has this thing where it's like Spirit reveals this in a perfect timing. There's going to be a lot of great blessings that come into your life, and there's certain people that are not supposed to enjoy them with you. Confirmation. Ascension tension. This just means new levels, new devils. Um, and I feel like what's happening here is certain people are going to come towards you because they've realized that you're not coming towards them. Like there's something about the cat and mouse game that resonates with this. You become more magnetic when you stop chasing. And I feel like what's happening here also is that when you stop putting energy into certain things, you're manifesting more. You're ascending more. People are starting to grieve you more because you're not in the picture. But with this shadow work, this is you evaluating yourself and realizing that there's certain things and people that you don't want to focus on anymore. And this is something that you've already realized, but they're doing something to give you that confirmation. And I feel like you're at your final straw. This is what happens right before you ascend. Shelly, hey Paula. What's up, Two Fly for you? 757. What's up, gang? Seek guidance. Guidance. The grind. And honestly, I feel like this could go multiple different ways. If you are an entrepreneur, this may be, especially if you're a first time business owner, you're learning different things to try to help develop and grow your business. I feel like you're going to be taking it upon yourself to get out there to network and collaborate with people to learn different techniques on how you can better grow or develop something. With the Seek guidance, you're wanting to learn different methods to be your best version. You're wanting to consistently elevate. So I feel like you're going to be networking. You could have, some sort of advisor or something that's helping you with your business plan, for example. Now, I also feel like something else that you want to do in the future. Some of you guys want to go back to school. You want to go and talk to someone to see if you can get your degree or certificate in something here. You may be very good at baking. Okay, some of you guys are into culinary arts. If this is you feeling like you need a little bit of additional assistance with your shadow side, maybe there's some things that you've been battling with from the past and you feel like you might need a counselor or a therapist or somebody to talk to because you don't necessarily have anyone that you can trust in your circle or in your world. Maybe you want to talk to, you feel more comfortable talking to a stranger, somebody who gets paid, a professional. So I feel like you're just going to be taking the steps that you need to be the best version of yourself and to also grow whatever it is that you are creating. Yeah, like there's this energy of grieving what is no longer in your life. I feel like it has a lot to do with routine, a lot to do with maybe even feeling obligated because of the type of person that you are, but you're taking that off of yourself. Okay. Tell me more for Pisces. Everything is here, a deeper world. Okay. So it says, everything is here. Embrace the spiritual belief that everything already exists in the here and now. Live in the present moment and be grateful for what you have. So, I feel like some of you are really likely probably living in the future, especially when it comes to your finances. You're imagining what you want. And I feel like this is things that cost. This maybe, material resources, maybe things for your home, your car, maybe things, investments, money. And Spirit says you have everything you need right now. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. So, whatever tools and resources that you have, utilize those to the best of your ability. And as you grow, you will be able to add and develop and ascend more. It's like a stepping stone. But everything that you need to get started on something is already in your possession. You got a deeper world here. Don't push or force your way through life. Finding balance, even in the dark times, will open your heart to the depths of compassion and everyday moments. So, with this, don't force or push your way through life. Um, I feel like spirit, it's a lot of energy around embracing the present moment, whether it be the good, the bad, the ugly. Just know that everything happens in divine timing, and this is a part of your life journey. There are certain things. See, you can always tell somebody's true character by how they respond to conflict, by how they respond to trials and tribulations in their life. And I feel like whatever this is that you're going through is creating the opportunity for you to transition and tackle whatever this is that may be a blockage, okay, for your ascension. Here for Pisces, path. When you make new choices, you create new results. Let go of the old patterns and embrace the power of possibility. You are truly supported. Yeah, I feel like that goes hand in hand with your shadow side. Um, when spirit says let go of the old patterns, maybe addictions, maybe bad habits, toxic relationships, saying that you're fully supported with change. And even if you have to do this piece by piece, as long as you're focusing on it, to move forward. The door is open. Pure intention can open doors in the universe and make the impossible possible. Believe deeply in goodness and watch the magic happen. Yeah, this is about keeping your thoughts positive. You know this, that some people that you're around, they always negative. Like every single thing they have to say is negative or worrisome or low vibrational. Um, those are people that you may have to lose or tell to get lost. But you have pure intentions. It's not anything like, you know, spiteful. I feel like this is just about protecting your own energy, your own thoughts, your own vibrations. Because when you are thinking negative constantly, when you're around negative energy constantly, it's kind of like subconsciously you expect to fail, or there's a fear, or there's this illusion. From the moment you emerge into this world, you've had extraordinary talents. You understand starlight, animal voices, and all things magical. Wow. Like also, your spiritual gifts or your spiritual awareness is definitely increasing. And Spirit is saying from the beginning of time, you were always connected. This is another reason why you can't just have anybody in your energy. You just really don't resonate with them. A new chapter. When things seem to be falling apart, be aware that things may be coming together in new ways that suit the next phase of your life even better. So, like I said, because before I pulled this energy, I did get the Great Crumble, which for me as a reader is the Tower energy. So I know that there's going to be some major change. But I feel like something has not really been built on a firm foundation, whether these are relationships that you keep, and it could even be family members that you feel entitled to be there for and support, you know. But the energy is not reciprocated. Maybe, you have people that are negative, they don't believe in you, they don't inspire you. And I feel like you're going to stop feeling guilty for giving up when it comes to trying to keep things together. Because I feel like for a lot of you Pisces, you've been trying to keep things together with people that are just, they're falling apart. So how can you keep the relationship together when these people aren't, focusing on their shadow side? They're pulling on your energy because they feel like you'll always be there. And I feel like what's happening here is that Spirit is you to see something clearly. Hey, sir, 444. Hi, Zip. Hi, everyone. Okay, embodiment. Now is the time to make your mark in the world. You decide what feels right to you. Embody your leadership power and create your world out of your deepest desires. Yeah, I feel like this is for everyone, not just Pisces, cross watchers, whoever. You have to focus on how you can leave your mark on the world. What can you do for generations after you? Definitely, yes, live in the present moment, but I feel like this is about leaving your mark in the present moment. Okay, because this ascension that you're going through, it has to do with you creating, you displaying your character, okay, you displaying your talents. And with that energy, you're not only embodying more self love, but you're creating space for generations after you. Okay, more financial freedom for generations after you. Inspiration. Okay, when you think about the books that you read, or when you even, for those of you who have close contact with your relatives, where you have a deep understanding of your history and you hear stories of your great greats and your great greats and the elders that have been extremely inspirational and that have left their mark on not only your generation, your bloodline, but the world. It's very empowering. It makes you very proud of where you come from. It gives me the energy of it's a card that I'm channeling. Um, but it just means that you come from a very powerful ancestral black background. It is, oh, I said black. Some of you guys could be African American or black or from the motherland, Africa. Yeah, Africa. Um, or this is where your ancestors are from. Pursue happiness. Never apologize for what brings you joy. Only you understand where you truly belong and where you can find yourself, your safe space. Follow your bliss. See, whatever this is that you do to grind, it really makes you happy. It says you are complete, let it be. Wow. It says you are complete, let it be. So Spirit says, let it be. If you need to resolve a problem, ask yourself, what is the simplest way to proceed? When you call forth the simplest path, it appears, and vice versa. You are not broken. Nothing is wrong with you. Don't spend your life fixing problems. Dwell in the beauty of your being. You are enough now and always. Yeah, don't spend your life fixing problems. You're already imperfectly perfect. Okay, and trust your feelings, trust your intuition. Even if it hurts, okay, to make certain decisions, if your intuition tells you to do so, just follow that. Spirit is guiding you right here on a perfect path for you. And everything's going to happen in divine timing. You may feel like, damn, everything's falling apart. But there's opportunities that are going to be coming in right at a time where you would technically not have been available if you would have been invested elsewhere. Spirit removed those blockages ahead of time because Spirit knows that for some of you, you would have chose to show up for that friend or show up for that family member, that negative Nancy, just to show your love and support. But you have an opportunity, a life-changing opportunity right here on your path. This is the reason why it's designed and orchestrated a certain type of way. You're supposed to be in your bag. Yeah, you're supposed to grieve. That grieving energy, that's pain that you're going to turn into power. You need that also for your ascension. Everything plays together like a puzzle, like a whole puzzle. It's a puzzle piece that goes in a specific place at a specific time. um, don't believe that the past defeats you or that the disappointments will keep you from succeeding. Just continue to move forward. True success comes from the lessons that you've learned. And like I said, how you operate during your trials and tribulations. You are not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. You have to experience certain things written out. It's already written in the stones. Okay. Hey, Faith. Tell me more for Pisces. Tell me about love for Pisces. Tell me about love. Wow, you got 10 of Cups. This is Pisces energy, and you have the Three of Wands, Aries energy. Wow. So love looks good, whether this is happening currently or in the future. I do see a connection that's going to grow. I do see a connection that is going to have longevity. The Ten of Cups is the happily ever after energy. It could also represent home and family, marriage. So a lot of you guys will experience marriage with someone. Um, this may be potentially somebody who has family at a distance, is something that I'm noticing also. With this Knight of Swords, I like you guys are kind of on a little bit two different type of times. Angel number eight, I mean Ace of Swords. I said angel number, so I must be. Spirit wants me to say angel number 111. Yeah, 111. Okay. But I feel like someone moves a bit quicker. They're a fast talker. But with the Ace of Cups, this lets me know that they're gonna let you know what their intentions are. Now, I feel like you're going to want to move a little bit slower with this Three of Wands energy. And whoever this person is, they may potentially have a hard time seeing your perspective because they don't see themselves going anywhere. So they're like, okay, whether we do that tonight or we wait 6 months from now. Like, this is someone who's already made up their mind that they're here to stay. And it's like, you like, I don't want to, you know, Um, and I feel like honestly, for some of you, it doesn't even have to be specifically sex, but it definitely could be for most of you. But I feel like also this is them introducing you to their family. If they live at a distance, or their family lives at a distance, they're like, hey, why don't you travel with me to go and see my mom? And you're like, wait, we only been dating for. I feel like it's because they know, they really honestly do see a future with you. And you might be kind of like, damn, how would you see a future in me that quick? Like for some of you, you only been dating for 90 days. Like, or this is like, I'm seeing your future. But they know. With the Seven of Swords, they're strategizing. Okay, they're definitely strategizing. You kind of don't trust how something's moving so quick. You don't know if they're lying when they say that they love you or something. I feel like you've been heartbroken. And this may have something to do with, your shadow side still working on healing from some things and maybe potentially holding this person accountable for somebody who stole from you or cheated on you or lied to you. Yeah, Seven of Swords again. Okay. One that you separated from, and I do feel like you have given it some time to be in isolation before you could get into this new connection. um, Let it be, and try to just go ahead and move forward here. Yeah, Three of Pentacles, keep working on that. Someone is going to make plans for you, and they could do something for you. I don't know, maybe they should send something to you at your job. I see a place of employment complete with you. Okay, this is somebody who is feeling like, okay, their life would be even more complete with you around, with the Hierophant and the Three of Pentacles. Hey, tell me more. You have the Two of Swords. Okay, so this is an energy of being very indecisive. Some of you guys are, like I said, you kind of on two different times. Maybe you're like, I don't know if I want to commit right now. Okay. Yeah, with the Two of Pentacles, it's kind of like an indecisive, up in the air. kind of going back and forth with the world. And I feel like it has something to do with really completely closing out a cycle here, like solidifying a closure. You know, there could be energy still lingering. With the Nine of Swords, this is you being hurt at some point, and you know, maybe even remembering how something hurt you, maybe even how aggressive you were during some argument, and you don't want to ever be like put in that position again. I feel like this new relationship, because a lot of you guys have experienced a lot of hurt, I do see them being a bit more flexible with you than they normally would. Being a little bit more tolerant, to be honest. Because they do, the more that they learn about you, the more that they know that they want to spend their life with you. It's just a matter of the timing. Um, they don't want to rush things, but they do want to rush things. But then it's like, okay, well, you're not comfortable with that pace. So with this Ten of Swords, it's, it goes, I feel like it's taken a long time to move on from some sort of betrayal, and it really could have tore you kind of down. Um, Even if you hid your feelings about it, and now that you're having this fresh start, you're definitely determined to have a fresh start and to move forward. But I also feel like you want to have a bit more, you feel like you want to have a little bit more control over things. You want to be patient with things. You want to see how something grows and how something moves forward. Okay, so this is kind of what I see here. All right. Of Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, I do feel like something very healthy is coming towards you. But I feel like there's a need to get over something that you could potentially still be grieving on about. And what about the Ascension tension? Six of Cups. Yeah, I feel like honestly the past is going to burn. Um, You know, this is somebody who's like a win at all costs type of person with the Five of Swords, this ex, and they're like feeling like a loser. You're ascending, you are into someone new. I have a lot of battles, especially at nighttime. I feel like this person's gonna try to secretly travel towards you or secretly link up with you or some shit like that. They gained a different perspective of you. Also, maybe something that you're doing to work, but I see them being stressed out about you moving on. Wanted to have fun, right? I feel like you wanted something more stable, consistent, reliable, loyal, like to have plans for the future. Like, and this person just wanted to breadcrumb, so you're giving them silent treatment. They just wanted to breadcrumb, get sex. Eight of Wands. Communication is coming in because they want another chance. I feel like if you hold back your love from this person, they're going to need support. This could be the person talking to a therapist, their ego, playing with their ego. Because you walked away from them, they were being very manipulative. I feel like this person hid their agenda, hid their emotions, hid a lot of shit, really hurt you, and they just feel like they can come back, give it some time and come back. Your T messages real quick. Let's see what the T is for you, Pisces. Or Pisces. You got fake busy, purposely ignoring you. So I don't know if this is you fake busy or someone else, but somebody's getting ignored purposely. What does this have to do with Pisces? Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody's very bitter because of some rejection. Okay, tell me more. You could have rejected this person and now it's like maybe you reached out just to check up on them and they fake busy. They're actually being a whore because they're so mad and bitter about you rejecting them. And they've been waiting for the moment that you would reach out so that they can reject you back. They use charm and sex appeal, keep a lot of options open, not looking for anything serious. For some of you, they feel like you're being bitter because they rejected you at some point. Okay. They were distracted with one of their other options. Like they're the man with the player and the emperor energy. They're a player at work also. Hopeless. Yes. I feel like you did the right thing if you stopped talking to them. I mean, you don't want to fall apart dealing with a player. This person wants to play cat and mouse games, be a whore, and be bitter towards you. You also have bros between hoes. Ooh, I said bros between hoes. Oh, hell nah. So this person has shared females or something with their friend. I meant to say bros before hoes, but I said bros between hoes. Also, there could be somebody who really likes you. Not that you're a hoe, but like it's the energy of like their friend. Somebody could be something. You could be coming between their friendship with somebody else. Especially if you're rejecting them and then their friends trying to hit on you and you're not necessarily fully rejecting them. You kind of like whatever. That shit is irritating. Okay. For some of y'all, that's what it is. Need someone spontaneous who wants to try new things both in and out the bed. Somebody needs a lot of hoes. Okay. Walking away was the best thing you could have ever done for yourself. Lesson learned, being done, walking the fuck away. Likes to stay on the edge, hold off climaxing for as long as possible. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, when you walk away, you could be celibate or you may practice abstinence or something for a while. Focus on just your money. Obsessed with your beauty. I see you looking sexier, looking prettier. You're going to be somebody's karma. There's going to be a lot of people talking about you too, how beautiful you are. You have spiritual protectors. So anybody who has been removed from your life, your spirit team has currently fought your battles. They're currently fighting your battles as we speak. Those was a bunch of bitches that were moving in silence. But you couldn't. For some, you didn't see everybody. Your spirit team seen them. And they spiritually attacked them. Yeah. It's time to sign something on the dotted line. You're moving, purchasing a new home, car, business, location. Could be getting your credit together, going back to school. I did pick up going back to school. You're being fake busy and you might be actually really busy. You are smart. You're not a dumbass. You do have shit going on for yourself. Okay. Catching feelings. Okay, somebody is going to start catching feelings for you or something. I feel like this is you signing your marriage certificate, or somebody could be buying you a car or a home or something. You may be somebody's new wife, and they could have bought you a new car. And it's going to happen super quick. Give it no time. Okay, tell me more. Experiencing the unknown. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, maybe you haven't really had anyone do something so nice for you. You're about to meet someone who wants to do a lot of nice things for you. Be open to accepting. Most of you are just givers. Be open to accepting. Um, and I also feel like, for a lot of you, you'll have the type of support where you may be able to just focus on your hobbies or the things that you love to do versus a 9 to 5, because now you have a husband that supports your dreams and he can make enough money to provide for you to follow those dreams. You don't have to like hustle and bustle, you know. So I feel like you're going to have more choices. Have for you. I love you so much. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Pisces. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe if you want to participate in our January 2026 giveaway. All you have to do is comment below sharing your favorite romantic love movie and subscribe to the channel. Personal readings are available. Just email me at Troy's Mermaid Palace LLC at gmail.com. Love and light. Peace.